Welcome to Series 7 of the Agility for All YouTube channel. In this series, you will get to hear from the entire team as we talk about the components of our new program designed to engage the right stakeholders at the right time to create programs and products that avoid delays, decrease risk, and deliver value. In this 6-part series, we will talk about everything from open spaces to curate ideas, liftoff to successfully start Agile teams, and training to support your Agile goals. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy this series.
Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome, or good day, wherever you're checking from. This is yours truly, Kofi Blankson. And today on our episode, welcome, by the way, to our coffee room chat. And I'm privileged to be with my colleague consultant, Elvin Asiam. Hi, Elvin. How are you doing?
Oh, hi, Kofi. I'm doing good. Nice to meet you. You're here again to have chats about.
Yeah, sure. We haven't. That's true. So we haven't done this in a while, and I'm privileged that, and not privileged per se, but I think that I'm excited that today we are talking about Scrum training, beyond certification. Yeah. I think that that's a very important topic that we really have not done justice to in the last few weeks, but it's gradually coming up because a lot of people that we know or have heard are largely focusing on the examination and not the experiences that the Scrum brings. So, I mean, in your own words, what is this Scrum training about, and what are some of the key things that we should look out for, Elvin?
Yeah. So for Scrum training, I think anyone can actually prepare for the exams. Go and sit down. It's all you can get the resources from wherever you read. You go and write the exams. You have the certification. But for us, it's just beyond that, right? We don't just look at the knowledge you get from the training. Anyone can be a certified Scrum Master or a product owner, but we look beyond that. So in our trainings, it's all about the concepts. How do you get the concepts from the events, from the artifacts, from the rules, from how all of it is fused together. And at the end of our trainings, we have something called the simulation game. So you feel like you're actually in a Scrum team and you're actually practicing Scrum, even for the first time, and even from day one, we have a plan out. So all the lessons that we go through, we consider them to be in the backlog. And once we move from the lesson, so from lesson one will go into to do, and when it is done, it moves to done. Then we go through like that. So everyone has a clear idea how everything is. So we make it practical as possible. And I think for you to be a great Scrum Master, you also have to have an experience as a Scrum Master, so that you can be able to teach people, which is one thing that Agility for we really have. And so most of the trainings, it's not just about the book or people passing the exams. It's just, we go beyond that. We try to give people more than what other training institutions can give them, which is the experience and the real concepts that they will use in there. And we open up for people to also make suggestions and, okay, well, this is right, but we can improve on this, So for our trainings, I would say mostly it's largely goes beyond certification, and it's all about experience and how the person can even start their first job once they are done with our training. And that's the most important thing. You may have the certification, but if you are thrown into the job, then it becomes a problem. But we try to give you as much as experience, even in our training, that when we give you the first job the next week or even the next day, you're able to execute. So that's how our trainings are mostly all about.
Amazing. So I hear you when you talk about experiences, and of course, I mean, this sits well with this all of this Agile Scrum knowledge, where whether it's transparency, inspection, or adaptation, right? That three triangle that we normally talk about. Experience or being experiential is really key. Exactly. But what other value do you think that experiences can bring to someone who wants to be part of the training, Elvin?
I think a lot of answers. We can really answer a lot of questions from the candidates who take these exams. So, for example, having been a Scrum Master, I had the certification, and I'm teaching you. There are some technical questions that you ask that you will not even find in the Scrum guide or wherever. It has to be answered through experience, working with different teams, working with different departments. That will help you to be able to give out the answers, right? So, for example, and then there are lots of questions. Some are peculiar to departments, some are peculiar. And then you can think, okay, well, I had a similar thing while I was working
Yeah.
in the team, so you're able
Yeah.
to answer them. Or I tried this step, it didn't work. I tried this later on and it's worked. So that's why experience is really key. First of all, for the candidates to believe in whoever is training them, that you can answer their questions even beyond what the training has stipulated for them. So, and then one thing we also do after that, we try to create a community of our training, our trainees, sorry, that we keep in touch with them. We are open to you guys. I mean, it's not just about training, go and write your exams and pass. Wherever you are in your career, in your journey, you can still reach out to us and we can help you with answers, which Indra is also really good at. And Kofi, please don't hide, you also deserve this. I mean, Kofi is always answer a lot of questions, and you know, it's all with the experience that we have, you know, so
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. I think it's great when you talk about the benefits of being in a community of practice, right? Which, you know, gives agility for all, you know, an edge over other trainings. But maybe in a minute, do you want to talk about some trainings that we have, whether it's a group coaching, master classes, or new things that, you know, people listening can look out for?
Exactly. I think the new thing we just added is for individual, or I would say private classes. Normally, you know, because Scrum is made for teams, we also want our trainees to be for teams. But then obviously a lot of uncertainties that people may not even make it to a group class. So we have like private classes for people, which recently we had one for a trainee from Nigeria, and he had a very great score. So, you know, we try to be there for you based on the time that we have. Not that we don't have anything to do, but we try to put you first to also give you the training that you need. And then we have our group trainings that can be for different people or different individuals coming together. Then we form a team for them. We also have for corporates. If an organization or an institute want their people to be trained, we have that. I don't think we really care how large the class is, right? Once the people are there and ready to learn, come on, we are going to
absolutely.
And then I think we have our master classes for leaders and for people who want to go beyond being Scrum Masters, maybe being like super or chief Scrum Masters for different teams. And then we have our leadership trainees, which Kofi is the boss over there. So you probably Kofi Agile leadership. And then I think there are other exciting classes that we have.
Other bespoke trainings that, you know, we can come up with. But I guess that, I mean, listeners, viewers, you heard it right there from the master trainer yourself. And honestly speaking, I think it really doesn't matter also where you sit. I think you give a great example of someone sitting in Nigeria, right? And the world in itself has become a global village. So we are happy to connect with you wherever you find yourself. So Elvin, I think thank you so much. I think it's been a great conversation. Let's go grab coffee since we find ourselves in the coffee shop. And so with that, viewers, we have come to the end of our time today. We hope that you found this information useful as always. Please follow us on our socials, subscribe to our Agility for All YouTube channel. Next time you find us, we will be talking about something interesting that you don't want to miss. See you again, and bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for listening to episode 5 of series 7, where we talked about the benefits of Scrum training. Don't miss our last episode in this series next week, when we put it all together and the whole team joins in for a conversation about our new program and why we created it. And as always, subscribe to the Agility for All YouTube channel to receive notifications of new episodes, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn at agility_for_all.